Hi, this is Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and GeoCollaborate. It's Thursday, September 9th, and this is a quick tropical update for the Fleet Response Working Group Sensitive Information Sharing Environment for the All Hazards Consortium. Well, we had a quick tropical storm hitter last night, yesterday evening, when we had Mindy form in the Gulf of Mexico just prior to landfall in the Florida Panhandle. Well, now Mindy is visible. You can see on this tropical satellite loop. This is from the GOES NOAA satellite. It's the GOES 16 satellite, which is also called GOES East. You can see a couple of neat things spinning around here. First of all, here is Hurricane Larry, and you can see nighttime coming. This is once again the sunset coming. Comes about this time of day every day, give or take a couple of hours. And so here's Larry spinning. Larry is now a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 90 miles per hour. But look at that. Look how large it is. And you might say, where's Bermuda? Right there at the tip of the arrow. That's Bermuda. So it's now pulling away from Bermuda. And the next piece of land that Larry has in its sights is up here in Newfoundland. And I'll zoom down here just a little bit, scroll down, and you can see here's Nova Scotia. And here's Newfoundland. It does have an eye on Newfoundland. So there are hurricane warnings in effect for the eastern tip of Newfoundland. You can see this area of clouds here. This is almost like dipping down like this. This is a trough of low pressure. And that trough is also causing a lot of convergence and a lot of rain and showers and storms. Matter of fact, earlier a tornado touchdown briefly, EF0 in Connecticut. But this is all forcing Larry to turn to the north as well. So it's moving to the north-northwest at 20 miles per hour with 90 mile per hour winds. As a matter of fact, let me show you. I'll take you to Bermuda, take you to the radar there, the local radar, and this is what it looked like. So this is Larry from the Bermuda radar, and you can see it spinning around. You can see how the eye is fairly small there, but it starts to open up, starts to weaken into the Category 1 storm. And you can see Bermuda, which is in the center of the radar rings there, just feeling some of these showers, possibly some rumbles of thunder and some gusty winds from Larry, but fortunately not a direct hit, which is awesome. So I want to widen out a little bit. I'll show you the satellite picture back and show you a couple of things that are happening here. So not only do we have nighttime coming and Larry spinning, but look at this little swirl off of the Carolinas. That is Mindy, tropical depression Mindy, winds of 30 to 35 miles per hour. You can see that little circle there, or the swirl. So it looks like it's going to head out to sea and diminish out here after it ceases to become a tropical depression. It's really getting sheared tremendously. You can see the clouds going up over the Outer Banks. That's because of a strong southerly wind from this trough that's coming in. As a matter of fact, look a little bit here. I'll move over this way a little bit. Look at all this right here. That is smoke. It's smoke from the wildfires in California. They have the Caldor fire, the Dixie fire, many other fires that are burning, and the jet stream is pulling the smoke right over Montana and South Dakota and Nebraska and all the way down into Oklahoma and also into parts of Arkansas and Iowa and Minnesota. So this is smoke. We can see it from space, and it's not healthy, folks. It's not healthy. It's if you breathe that smoke in, it's not good. So you need to wear a mask outside in these areas, stay indoors, and make sure that you stay away from the smoke. It can be a definite health hazard, particularly if you have respiratory problems or asthma or things like that. You want to stay away from this. Might as well move just a little bit further to the southwest, because look at this. We have another tropical system. This is Hurricane Olaf, and you see a little eye forming there. That's Olaf. That's going to be hitting just the southern part of Mexico, Cabo San Lucas, before it turns out to sea and weakens pretty rapidly. But we have Olaf. We have a tropical activity once again that we're watching in this part of the Western Caribbean. And we're going to be watching this over the next several days as this area of disturbed weather, this tropical wave, is going to be moving into the Bay of Campeche and then perhaps taking a turn up the coast to perhaps impact Texas next week. We'll certainly be watching this one for you and keeping you updated. So let's go over to GeoCollaborate just for a minute. I want to widen out and show you some things graphically, which is happening, and I'll bring it all into perspective. There's Larry, Category 1, expected to take a turn, but impact the eastern parts of Newfoundland, where you can see a hurricane warning and tropical storm warning in effect. Along the East Coast, we have a lot of rain that's pushing out, but I got to tell you, there's a large area of high pressure that's going to be moving in, and East Coast, you're gonna be seeing a lot of sunny days and clear nights. Going to feel like fall is nipping at your doorstep. Going to be a beautiful set of days all throughout the eastern part of the United States. These blue symbols you see are wind damage symbols over the last 24 hours. And like I said, even a little tornado reported, EF0 in Connecticut. And here's the path that Olaf is forecast to take. I'll zoom in on this a little bit because it is forecast to become a Category 2 hurricane just prior to brushing Cabo San Lucas in Mexico and then weakening and turning to the west. So that's something that is going to cause a lot of wave action and a lot of rain action there in the southern part of the Baja in Mexico. So this is the remnants of Mindy, Tropical Depression Mindy, moving off, and it's expected to just become an extratropical system and dissipate out here in the Atlantic. Look how small it is, though, compared to Larry. Just amazing what the tropics do and how they behave with different sizes for storms. So that's it for your tropical update on this Thursday afternoon, late evening. I'm Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and GeoCollaborate. Thanks a lot for watching this tropical update. We'll be back tomorrow to keep you posted on all the activity that's going on there in the tropics. We are at the peak of hurricane season on September 11th. So in 2 days, climatologically, that's the peak of the hurricane season. So believe it or not, with how busy it's been, we're not even half done with the hurricane season. That's why we're watching it for you. And, one thing that I didn't do here, and let me just turn that on real quickly here, is to show you the hurricane outlook, because there are some graphical outlooks that have been issued by the Hurricane Center, and I do want to show you those real quickly. So here you see this area of disturbed weather that the Hurricane Center is watching, that it will move over central parts of Central America. And this is the area that we want to keep an eye on for potential tropical development. It's only a 30% chance, but we know how that can go as time goes on. And then over here off the coast of Africa, we're watching another swirl over the Western African continent. And as it emerges by the Cape Verde Islands, it's expected to develop into something in this area. Look, this is where Larry got its start as well. Right as soon as it came off the coast, started to spin, and it turned right away into a hurricane. So we'll be watching these areas very closely. That's what we do here because we want to make sure that all the utilities are informed, all hazards consortium is informed, and all of the food, fuel, transportation, medical supplies, communications, and utilities are all informed so we can keep commerce moving across the country. Really important to keep those folks updated on the tropics, and you as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.